Live from New Delhi, you're watching DD India News Hour, India's voice to the world. I'm Preeti Kaur. We wish our viewers a happy Republic Day. Coming up in the next 1 hour. India to display military prowess and rich cultural heritage as it celebrates 75 years of Constitution. Indonesian contingent to lead march for the first time as President Prabowo Subianto is the chief guest. Deportation flights take off from US to a barrage of controversies. Brazil says migrants were handcuffed. Mexico refuses landing permission to the US military aircraft. Congo severs all diplomatic and consular ties with Rwanda after rebel M23 fighters advance on the key city of Goma. UN Security Council to meet on Sunday. Pete Hegseth sworn in as U.S. Defense Secretary. Christine Noem confirmed as Homeland Security Secretary to implement clamp down on illegal immigration. And in sports, Tilak Verma plays hero as India beat England by 2 wickets in a thrilling second T20 international. India leads the 5-match series 2-0. India is all set to showcase its military prowess and rich cultural heritage and display a symbolic confluence of Virasat and Vikas on Kartavya Path in New Delhi to mark the 76th Republic Day. President Draupadi Murmu will be leading the nation in celebrating the day. President of the Republic of Indonesia, Prabowo Subianto, will be the chief guest. The Republic Day parade will start at 10:30 a.m. IST and run for a duration of approximately 90 minutes. The ceremony will commence with the visit of Prime Minister Narendra Modi to the National War Memorial, where he will lead the nation in paying solemn tributes to the fallen heroes by laying a wreath. Thereafter, the Prime Minister and other dignitaries will head to the saluting dais at Kartavya Path to witness the parade. Around 10,000 special guests have been invited to witness the parade, in line with the government's objective to increase Jan Bhagidari in the events of national importance. Now, these special guests from different walks of life are the architects of Swarnim Bharat. India's President Draupadi Murmu will lead the nation in celebrating the 76th Republic Day from Kartavya Path in New Delhi on Sunday, with a special focus on 75 years of enactment of the Constitution and people's participation. The celebrations this year will be a unique blend of India's rich cultural diversity, unity, equality, development and military prowess. Indonesia's President Prabowo Subianto will be the chief guest. India's public broadcaster Doordarshan has made special arrangements for live coverage of the Republic Day parade. DD India's Vishal Baristo gets us more.
India is all set to celebrate Republic Day parade on January 26th. The day marks the adoption of India's constitution and the country's transition to a republic on January 26, 1950. The grand celebration will showcase country's cultural diversity and military strength, with a special focus on the 75th anniversary of the enactment of Indian Constitution and the theme of Jan Bhagidari, which means people's participation. 2 tableaux during the parade will showcase the celebration of 75 years of Constitution. Floral decorations, view cutters will be depicting the theme. Balloons at the end of the program will be released with the banner of this message. The chief guest for the parade will be Prabowo Subianto, President of Republic of Indonesia. The parade will feature a 160-member marching contingent and 190-member band from Indonesia, joining Indian Armed Forces contingents on Kartavya Path in national capital, New Delhi. India's public broadcaster Doordarshan will telecast the entire event live for viewers across the globe. More than 50 cameras have already been set up for the mega event.
So the entire team of Prasar Bharati, both Doordarshan as well as All India Radio, and their all the constituent units, officers, staff, personnel, all of them have been working tirelessly to ensure that the telecast and the radio cast of this very important, the most important event of our country happens smoothly.
The event would be covered in 4K format and would also be aired on Doordarshan's OTT platform Waves.
Each time we try to do something better, something which has not been attempted in the past. So one of the things that we are doing this year on the Doordarshan coverage is that we are deploying full 4K cameras, where for the last 10 years we had been doing an HD coverage. But now in terms of the picture quality, this is going to be about 8 times better compared to previous years.
The parade commences at the iconic Raisina Hill near the Rashtrapati Bhavan or President's House and makes its way along Kartavya Path past India Gate and concludes at the historic Red Fort. Each state will present its beautifully decorated tableau, showcasing its unique culture and traditions, truly embodying the spirit of Jan Bhagidari. From traditional dances to elaborate floral decorations, every element speaks volumes about unity that binds us despite our diversity. Along with Doordarshan, the All India Radio would also air live broadcast of the event. Vishal Baristo's report for GD India.
All right, Vishal Baristo joins us from New Delhi. Vishal, good morning. Now, we've given a detailed report of yours to our viewers, wherein you've talked about the preparations that have been put in place, extensive preparations, in fact. Tell us more, what would be the highlights for the day that we look forward to when we talk of the 76th Republic Day celebrations in the national capital?
Well, a very good morning to you, Preeti, and first of all, Happy Republic Day to you, your family, and to all our viewers. I'm here in the Doordarshan's control room. Before I answer to your question, let me show you what all arrangements have been made by the Doordarshan team. There you see all these cameras, they have more than 50 in number. They are covering this event live, and that also in 4K. Now, this team has been here for the last 1 week, and the deployment took place for 15 days ago. So it is Doordarshan's prime event, and Doordarshan always takes all due care to put up their best foot forward. Now coming back to your question, this year we are also focusing on 75 years of Constitution's adoption, and apart from that it's also the Indonesian contingent, their military band and also their march past would be part of today's Republic Day parade. Their President Subianto is also here. He is the fourth president of Indonesia. Remember, in 1950, it was President Sukarno. So this time also he is the chief guest. Indonesian president is the chief guest, and he is the fourth one in the line. And then we have tableaus, 16 from different states and union territories and 15 from different ministries. These are the tableaus, and one interesting tableau is a combined Army, Navy, Air Force tri-service tableau, which would show a secure and well-armed force, and it would describe the synchronized demonstration of the land, air and water battlefield, which would showcase the Arjun tank, the Tejas fighter aircraft, and also the advanced light helicopter. Preeti?
All right, Vishal, also we tell our viewers that this time around the theme of the Republic Day celebrations, the theme of the parade will be Golden India, Swarnim Bharat, Virasat or Vikas. How is this theme being incorporated in the Republic Day parade that we'll be witnessing today?
Well, very truly, the theme is quite apt because, as we all know, we call it Amrit Kal. 25 years to go for 100 years. 2047 is the time that we have all decided and all have taken pledge that India would be a developed nation. This was the vision of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and that is why the theme is very, very apt. It is it talks about our heritage, it talks about our golden heritage, and it also talks about our self-reliance. When we say self-reliance, in what way? The defense forces would be showcasing their strength of self-reliance. All the platforms, including the Pinaka, the Brahmos and the T-90 tanks, they will all go participate in the march past on the Kartavya Path. This is going to be a big strength of India because these are all indigenized versions, also indigenously developed platforms and weaponry of the defense forces. Apart from that, the cadets from 18 countries are also there. They are here for the past 1 week, and they have been interacting with the National Cadet Corps cadets, and it is going to be quite a colorful demonstration of India's strength as the mother of democracy, and also India's strength as a self-reliant country and also leader of the global south. Preeti?
All right, yes. Now, I will take this answer of yours to the next question, Vishal. People from all walks of life will be participating, will be witnessing the Republic Day parade, which gives an idea of inclusiveness when we talk of the celebration of big events in the national, on the national page. Get us more as to what is it that, marks the country as a republic. This is the day when we, when we see India as a republic today, the 76th Republic Day. How is India representing itself on the global page? You tell us that today is the day when India showcases its military might, India showcases the progress which has been made through the tableaus. Tell us more, how does the international world look forward to India on the global page after witnessing the prowess of the country through the Republic Day parade?
Well, Preeti, this is the event that we all look forward to. Let me tell you that we were here at 5 o'clock in the morning, and people from all walks of life, they had started pouring in. Now, these are not the VIP people, these were the common people. They were there, little children. They were also very excited to watch the great spectacle. And let me also tell you that there would be many firsts in this event. The Indian Coast Guard would also be flying for the first time. They would be participating in the fly past. They are here with their 4 Dornier aircraft. So it is going to be a very, very interesting show. You will have the Mirages, the Sukhois, and also the Rafale taking on the skies. A lot of practice has gone in to make this event a huge success. In fact, on the 23rd, we had the full dress rehearsal, and the highlight of the show would once again be the camel contingent of the Border Security Force, India's first line of defense, and also in the contingent there would be lady Jawans of the BSF, so that would be quite a show. And then you also have the horse contingent. So this is the time when India showcases its strength, not only as the military might, but also as the country with a lot of cultural diversity. And the tableaus are going to showcase all that. We'll be having dance performances from different states. We'll be having tableaus that would also signify the geographical location and also the cultural importance of the state. So it is going to be quite a colorful event here. Preeti?
All right, Vishal, we'll leave it here. Thank you so much for joining in with those details. Thank you for your participation as of now. And the High Commission of India in Dhaka celebrated India's 76th Republic Day on Saturday with a reception attended by High Commissioner Pranay Verma and Chief Guest Dr. Wahiduddin Mahmood. The gathering provided a platform for fostering diplomatic ties, celebrating the significant milestones of India's 76th Republic Day and strengthening bonds between the nations. The reception witnessed enthusiastic participation from the diplomatic community, political parties, civil society, academia, the Indian diaspora, business circles, officers from the government department and armed forces and media representatives. High Commissioner Pranay Verma emphasized on India's commitment to a mutually beneficial relationship with Bangladesh, prioritizing people-to-people connections. You're watching DD India News Hour. We're heading for a short break, but after the break, US may put very big bounty on Taliban leaders. Secretary of State Marco Rubio says he's hearing that Taliban held more American hostages than previously reported. Sudan's largest oil refinery caught by a complex blaze even as fighting continues. North Korea fires sea-to-surface strategic cruise missiles, vows toughest counteraction against the US following joint South Korea-US drills.
पढ़ता है, खेलता है, झूलता उछलता है, दौड़ता कभी कभी दौड़ कराता है, आगे आगे बढ़ता है इंडिया, अमूल दूध पीता है इंडिया.
With this Jack song, these 144-man of Jack Rifles contingent are ready at 3 a.m. in the morning. The uniform of a soldier plays a very crucial role, and when it's time for the parade, it has to be just perfect. Dream is not that which you see while sleeping. Dream is that does not let you sleep. These are the famous words of the former President of India, Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam.
Welcome back after the break. You're watching DD India News Hour and I'm Preeti. Let's get to international updates now. The US Department of Defense military aircraft conducted 2 deportation flights to Guatemala on January 23rd. Each flight carried around 80 migrants as part of Pentagon's response to President Trump's recent national emergency declaration. While military planes have been used for international relocations in the past, such as during the 2021 withdrawal from Afghanistan, this is the first known instance in recent memory where they were used to deport migrants. The Pentagon planned to deport more than 5,000 migrants currently held in El Paso, Texas and San Diego, California, using the military aircraft. Additionally, 1,500 active duty troops, including 500 Marines, have been deployed to the US-Mexico border following Trump's executive order. Now, Mexico has refused a request from Trump's administration to allow a U.S. military aircraft deporting migrants to land in the country. The government was not able to move ahead with a plan to have a C-17 transport aircraft land in Mexico. However, after the country denied permission, Mexico's foreign ministry said the country had a very great relationship with the U.S. and cooperated on issues such as immigration. Meanwhile, Brazil's government expressed outrage on Saturday after dozens of migrants, in fact immigrants deported from the United States, arrived by planes in handcuffs, calling it a flagrant disregard for their rights. When the plane landed in the northern city of Manaus, the Brazilian authorities ordered U.S. officials to immediately remove the handcuffs. Though the deportation flight was not directly linked to any immigration orders issued by Trump upon taking office on Monday, but rather stemmed from a 2017 bilateral agreement. The flight was originally destined for the southeastern city of Belo Horizonte, but encountered a technical issue forcing it to land in Manaus. Former infantryman and Fox News personality Pete Hegseth was sworn in as U.S. Defense Secretary on Saturday. He narrowly won the Senate confirmation despite allegations of alcohol abuse and concerns over inexperience. Hegseth was confirmed after a 50-50 vote in the Senate when Vice President J.D. Vance came to the chamber to break the tie in his role as President of the Senate after 3 Republicans joined every Democrat and Independent in voting a no. Hegseth, a former Fox News personality and decorated veteran, is promising to bring major changes to the Pentagon, but his leadership will be under intense scrutiny after a bruising confirmation review that raised serious questions about his qualifications, temperament and views about women in combat. Hegseth is the most divisive candidate to clinch the U.S. military's top job.
And the 3 principles I talked about are what we will bring to that Pentagon. Restore the warrior ethos in everything that we do, rebuild our military, and reestablish deterrence. We don't want to fight wars. We want to deter them, as you said, and we want to end them responsibly. But if we need to fight them, we're going to bring overwhelming and decisive force to close with and destroy the enemy and bring our boys home.
And in news just coming in, the U.S. may place a very big bounty on the top leaders of the Taliban. Secretary of State Marco Rubio said on Saturday, adding that it was hearing that the Taliban held more American hostages than previously reported. Also, on social media platform X, Rubio said that if this is true, they will have to immediately place a very big bounty on their top leaders. The post did not give further details or specify the number of Americans held by the Taliban. Authorities in Kabul said in the past week that the United States freed an Afghan convicted by an American court on charges of drug smuggling and extremism in exchange for 2 U.S. citizens held in Afghanistan. The Taliban took over Afghanistan in 2021 following a chaotic U.S. withdrawal from the country after 20 years of civil war. U.S. Senate has confirmed Kristi Noem as President Donald Trump's Homeland Security Secretary on Saturday. Now, this places a key member of the Republicans' cabinet into position as Trump launches a wide-ranging immigration crackdown. Noem, who is governor of South Dakota and shares Trump's hardline immigration views, calling illegal immigration an invasion during a confirmation hearing earlier this month. Noem will take over the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, which oversees border security, deportations and legal immigration paperwork, as well as emergency response, cybersecurity and the U.S. Coast Guard and Secret Service. She was confirmed by a vote of 59 to 34 in the Republican-led Senate. U.S. President Donald Trump is invited to address a Congress session on March 4th for his first formal speech to lawmakers since returning to power. U.S. Speaker Mike Johnson sent a letter on Saturday to the president inviting him to share his America vision for the country's legislative future. The letter mentioned the phrase, "America's golden age has begun," invoking what Trump used in his inaugural address on Monday. The president has been away from Washington since Friday, using the first trip of his second term to visit the disaster-struck states of North Carolina and California before addressing supporters on Saturday in Las Vegas, Nevada. President Donald Trump began his first week back in office with talks about cutting taxes on tips in Las Vegas on Saturday. It is one of the 2024 campaigns and the promises he made in gambling and hospitality hub. Trump took the stage at the Circa Resort and Casino with a banner reading "No tax on tips." He stated that the economic confidence in the United States was soaring. In Las Vegas, Trump highlighted a pledge to end taxation of income from tips and overtime, a proposal he first made in June. The tip-heavy hospitality industry comprises of more than a fifth of jobs. The proposals Trump made on the campaign trail are estimated to add $7.5 trillion to the nation's debt over the next decade. Congo has severed all diplomatic ties with Rwanda and South Africa on Saturday amid a surge in fighting with Rwanda-backed rebels in mineral-rich eastern Congo. The three-year M23 insurgency in Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo has intensified in January, with the rebels seizing control of more territory than ever before, prompting the UN to warn of the risk of a broader regional war. Congo and its allies said on Saturday that they had pushed back M23 fighters who were advancing on the provincial capital of Goma. The sound of nearby heavy bombardment rocked the city in the early hours on Saturday. The UN mission in DR Congo is relocating administrative staff and others in North Kivu that can continue performing their duties from elsewhere in response to the deteriorating security situation. The UN Security Council will hold a meeting on Sunday over violence in Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo. Over 9 South African soldiers have been killed in Eastern Congo's conflict zone as Congolese troops and activists battled to stop an advance by Rwanda-backed rebels on the city of Goma. As diplomatic efforts continue, many are calling for stronger action to curb the violence and prevent further loss of life. The situation remains fluid, with the people of the Democratic Republic of Congo enduring immense suffering as they await a resolution to the conflict. Fighting around Sudan's largest oil refinery set the sprawling complex ablaze, sending thick black smoke over the country's capital. The Sudanese army chief, Abdel Fattah al-Burhan, later said that they captured the refinery that is owned by Sudan's government and the state-run China National Petroleum Corporation. The facility represents the long-sought prize for the military in its civil war with rebel Rapid Support Force. Al-Burhan visited the site near Khartoum, surrounded by army soldiers, during a trip organized by the army for the media. The army said on Friday the Sudanese army had broken a siege by the RSF of its command center in central Khartoum in what would be a major victory in the capital after nearly 2 years of war. The paramilitary Rapid Support Forces, however, asserted that its forces had inflicted substantial losses on the army across multiple battlefronts and framed the army's claims as part of a long-standing pattern of misinformation. North Korea on Sunday successfully test-fired sea-to-surface strategic guided cruise missiles, claiming the missiles hit their targets with precision. State news agency KCNA reported that Kim Jong-un said The country's war deterrence capabilities are being further strengthened as he oversaw the missile test. The agency added missiles hit their marks after travelling along the 1500-kilometre elliptical and figure-right orbits, adding that there is no negative impact on the security of the neighbouring countries. KCN also reported that Pyongyang's foreign ministry has vowed the toughest counter-action against the United States as long as Washington refuses Pyongyang's sovereignty. The state agency added the ministry blamed US-South Korea military alliance and joint drills for increasing tensions in the region. The statement came as US President Donald Trump announced that he would reach out to Kim Jong-un again after building a working relationship during his first term. You're watching DD India News Hour. We're heading for a short break. But after the break, India's rich cultural legacy and strides in development to be highlighted today at the 76th Republic Day celebrations. Buildings across India are illuminated in tricolour in view of the 76th Republic Day. Witnessing a vibrant domestic and international participation, the 3-day Organic and Millets Fair concludes in Bengaluru.
The Mahakumbh 2025 festival is abuzz with foreign devotees, sadhus, ascetics and everyone who is willing to come to witness the beautiful confluence of river Ganga, Yamuna and Saraswati. Here you will see incredible stories of the entire landscape which celebrates faith, devotion, culture, dedication and spiritualism that attracts global people, the global CEOs, the global leaders and the global devotees as well.
Watch Mahakumbh 2025 World Spiritual Destination on the 26th of January at 8 p.m. IST only on DD India.
Complex issues, hidden agendas, twists and turns, strategic games. We think all dots are linked. We just need to connect them. Join me every week as I connect the dots to unravel hidden designs in statecraft, mysteries, and decode issues that matter to you. Watch Connecting the Dots with me at these times on DD India.
Welcome back after the break. You're watching DD India News Hour. Let's get you a quick relook of the top stories now. India to display military prowess and rich cultural heritage as it celebrates 75 years of the Constitution. Indonesian contingent to lead the march for the first time as Indonesian President Prabowo Subianto is the chief guest. Deputation flights take off from the US to a barrage of controversies. Brazil says migrants were handcuffed. Mexico refuses landing permission to the US military aircraft. Congo severs all diplomatic and consular ties with Rwanda after rebel M23 fighters advance on the key city of Goma, UN Security Council to meet on Sunday. Pete Hegseth sworn in as US Defense Secretary. Kristi Noem confirmed as Homeland Security Secretary to implement clampdown on the illegal immigration. And in sports, Tilak Verma plays hero as India beat England by 2 wickets in a thrilling second T20 international. India leads the 5-match series 2-0. This year's Republic Day theme is Swarnim Bharat, Virasat or Vikas, or the Golden India Heritage and Progress, and it emphasizes on India's rich cultural legacy and strides in development. Past themes have focused on topics like national integration, gender empowerment and self-reliance, reflecting the nation's journey towards social, economic and environmental progress. This year, a 160-member marching contingent along with a 190-member band contingent from Indonesia will take part in the parade in addition to the contingents of the Indian Armed Forces. Also, 31 tableaus from Indian states, union territories and Central government ministries and departments will also partake in the parade under the theme lastly ending with a flypast by 47 aircraft. All right, to get us more on how is the nation celebrating Republic Day, we're joined in by correspondents. We're joined in by Meghna Dey from Ahmedabad, and also we are joined in by Shabir Dar from Kashmir. Meghna, good morning to you first. Get us, how is this morning of the Republic Day there in Ahmedabad? What are you witnessing as the nation gears up to showcase its might to the world?
Yes, Preeti, a very happy Republic Day to all the viewers of DD India. We are here in Ahmedabad, and obviously Ahmedabad is known for celebrating, be it all occasions of national interest or festivities. We are currently here at a vintage car rally. So this rally is showcasing vintage cars, and specifically this is a time to commemorate the kind of times that these cars have seen all these decades. We are also joined in by the president of this club. Sir, what is the main motto of this?
The idea for this is that we preserve our heritage. This is also a part of heritage, because all the Maharajas and the millionaires had imported those vintage cars in those years, and this was lacking here, so we started this club on 15th of April 2012. Since then,
which one's the oldest cars, or how
we have many. The oldest bike which I have is a 1912 in working condition, and which has won the honors everywhere. The same way in the club we have from say 1900 onwards, we have some cars, rare cars also.
So here we are talking about this vintage car rally that is there. We have also been speaking to other people who have been joining us at this car rally on Republic Day. We also did see that many people specifically have come on the streets early in the morning, because this is generally the norm when we are talking about Republic Day or Independence Day for that matter. There are people who generally come out early in the morning, for all the festivities and all the programs and events that take place around it. So definitely this is specifically when we're talking about Gujarat, there are many people from Gujarat, government beneficiaries and people who have done good in governmental organization also, who have been specifically called for the Republic Day parade, the parade that obviously takes place at Kartavya Path. That is also one of the ways to showcase that how public participation shall be increased in programs and events of national interest.
All right, from here I'll bring in Shabir Dar, who is joining us from Kashmir. Shabir, good morning. You tell us, how do we see the valley there all geared up to celebrate the Republic Day, as we tell our viewers that the nation is all set, all geared up to showcase its prowess, its military might to the world today.
Yeah, good morning, Priti. Happy Republic Day to our viewers. Srinagar, as we know, is there is chill around, a lot of cool waves around, but still the warmth in the people to celebrate the Republic Day is there. People since morning, people have come out to reach the venues where the functions are being held, because in Srinagar, the Bakshi Stadium is a place where the main function will be held in Kashmir, where the Deputy Chief Minister will be taking salute. And besides that, the entire Kashmir was lit last night with the tricolor lights. So huge enthusiasm in people. So people are coming out to reach to the venues amid full arrangements kept in place by the administration, and all security arrangements have been made to ensure that Republic Day functions go smooth and safe. Remember, this time there is no restriction for the people to reach to the venues, because as has been the past practice, because Srinagar being a place where security arrangements are, of the paramount importance. But this time, people have been given free access to reach to the, Republic Day venues, where huge, arrangements are made, and there is the cultural programs that are being held to showcase Jammu and Kashmir's heritage, culture, and our history. So big shows are being held across Kashmir in schools, colleges, and community centers. People are gathering to witness the show of, patriotic fervor and, this bandobast around Republic Day.
All right, so all elaborate and extensive arrangements have been made. Thank you so much, Shabir and Meghna, for joining in with those inputs and details. And also, when you talk of the Republic Day celebrations, then buildings across India are illuminated in tricolour in view of the Republic Day celebrations. When you talk of the national capital, then India's national capital was illuminated in tricolour on the eve of the 76th Republic Day. Now, these include the tourist attractions, India Gate and Qutub Minar. The theme for this year's Republic Day is Swarnim Bharat, Virasat or Vikas. Qutub Minar showcasing the theme of the 76th Republic Day, Swarnim Bharat. The Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir has geared up for the celebrations of the 76th Republic Day. Srinagar's Lal Chowk was lit in tricolours. Riyasi's Bhimgarh Fort and the Ganpat and Pul Doda bridges of Doda were also illuminated. Maharashtra's capital of Mumbai was illuminated with lights on the eve of the 76th Republic Day. These include the Navi Mumbai Metropolitan Municipality, the Chhatrapati Shivaji Terminus and the Bandra-Worli Sea Link Bridge. In Tamil Nadu's capital, Chennai, the Central Railway Station and Greater Chennai Corporation building were illuminated ahead of the 76th Republic Day. The Coimbatore City Corporation building and Victoria Hall were also decorated with tricolour. Odisha's capital, Bhubaneswar, in the eastern part of India, was also illuminated with tricolour on the Republic Day eve. Kolkata, the capital of West Bengal, is all set for celebrations of the 76th Republic Day as the city prepares for the Republic Day parade with full pomp and patriotic fervour at the Red Road in the city. Jharkhand in eastern India illuminated itself, shining bright in the tricolour on the eve of Republic Day. Ranchi High Court and Jharkhand Legislative Assembly were wrapped with the tricolour, gaining traction from the locals. 100 winners of the Veer Gatha 2024 contest were awarded by the Indian Defence Minister and Education Minister. Veer Gatha is a contest where school students from across the country submit their sketches, poems and essays on the brave freedom fighters and gallant soldiers of the country.
Kumari, Nandini Sinha, Satwik Bhatt,
and 23 जनवरी को
देश ने माननीय प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी की अगुवाई में पराक्रम दिवस मनाई। यही प्रमाणित करता है दुनिया की सबसे बड़ा प्रजातंत्र की उपलब्धि क्या है। उसमें अगर अनेक हम उपलब्धि गिनाएंगे, सबसे बड़ा उपलब्धि में मानूंगा हमारी सामरिक परंपरा और हमारी सामूहिक सेना की हमारी देश की नागरिकों को वीरता के साथ सुरक्षा निरंतर प्रदान करने की जो त्याग, तपस्या, बलिदान रही है, यही हमारी एक प्रमुख उपलब्धि है।
इस प्रोजेक्ट में जिस तरीके से आप सबका एक्टिव पार्टिसिपेशन रहा है, मैं सच बताऊं कि आज के 3 साल पहले तो मैं इसकी कल्पना भी नहीं कर सकता था। यह प्रोजेक्ट वीर गाथा एक इतना सक्सेसफुल साबित होगा, इसकी मुझे कल्पना नहीं थी। अब 8 लाख बच्चों से इसकी शुरुआत हुई और आज 2.25 करोड़ से ज़्यादा बच्चों ने इसमें पार्टिसिपेट किया है।
The 3-day International Trade Fair 2025 on organic and millets concluded on Saturday in Karnataka's Bengaluru. Over 3 lakh people attended the millets fair. The fair hosted more than 300 stalls and featured lectures by 30 national and international speakers to raise awareness among the visitors about the importance of millets in their daily life. At the closing ceremony, many stalls were felicitated, including the best store, best out-of-state agriculture category, premium food category using millets and others. Up next, a short break, but still to come on DD India News Hour. Khelo India Winter Games continue to thrill sports lovers. We tell you ahead how. In Australia Open, world number 1, Yannick Sinner will take on Alexander Zverev in the final.
India, that is Bharat, shall be a sovereign democratic republic.
Take a decision in common and march in a cooperative way on that road which is bound to lead us to unity.
All that we require is honesty of purpose, firmness of determination, a desire to understand each other's viewpoints, birthright of equity and equal opportunity in this country.
DD India takes you back in time and takes you back to the golden era from where it all started. DD India presents before you We the People of India, India's constitution and its legacy.
Welcome back after the break. You're watching DD India News Hour. Let's get you updates from the world of sports now. In cricket, Tilak Verma's unbeaten 50 helped India beat England by 2 wickets in the second T20 International in Chennai. In the chase of 166 runs, the hosts lost wickets at regular intervals, but Tilak's solid knock took them through. The Southpaw scored 72 off 55 balls, which included 4 fours and 5 sixes. In the first innings, England posted a fighting total of 165 for 9. Jos Butler continued his good form with the bat, while Bryden Cast also played a crucial cameo. Other England batters failed to play promising knocks. For India, Akshar Patel and Varun Chakravarti picked 2 wickets apiece. With the win, India leads the 5-match series 2-0. Scenic views, snow-tipped mountains, captivating landscapes and monasteries. This is what Ladakh is all about. But there is more to it. Ice hockey has been stealing the limelight in Ladakh, which is more than a sport. It is part of its culture and identity. We get you a special report by DD India's Abhishek Mahajan.
The footsteps of ice hockey in Ladakh can be tracked to as far back as the 1970s, with the sport initially restricted largely to army officers deployed in the region. But once players from strong ice hockey nations started coming to Ladakh for high altitude training, the locals also started taking the sport more seriously. Cut to 2025, many players of Ladakh are part of the Indian national ice hockey team.
When you say ice hockey, Ladakh comes automatically to everyone's mind. So I think every youth, every single kid is playing hockey these days. You come to Ladakh, the first thing you ask a kid at the airport, hey, what do you do? The first thing he'll say is I play hockey. Every single kid is playing hockey here, and I think every parent is supportive, because I think this is a sport where Ladakhis are a bit, ahead of the rest of the states in India, and I think everyone is doing good. We are not at zero, we are somewhere, and we want to take it to the next level.
In Ladakh, the skating culture began when the local population started using the frozen ponds and lakes in winters to skate for fun, until they grew up to know about ice skating and eventually ice hockey. Some of those who could afford it, they ordered blades from Chandigarh and attached it to sole of the army shoes. They initially started playing with the normal field hockey sticks. For the puck, they first used a round ball.
Almost every kid in Ladakh is fond of hockey or skating. So now, because of those tournaments and because of such tournaments like Khelo India, a great initiative by the government of India, it has given lots of opportunities for these people to come up at this stage and show their talents. So this is a huge thing that we get so many players coming up and able to compete at that level. So this will definitely help all the players to get to that level where as an Indian hockey team we aspire to.
The sport has been growing, and that too at a faster rate. Cherry on the cake, ice hockey has also been declared as an official sport of UT of Ladakh.
मैं आज इस मंच से आइस हॉकी को यूटी लद्दाख का गेम डिक्लेयर करता हूं। यूटी लद्दाख का जो ऑफिशियल गेम होगा वो आइस हॉकी होगी, ये हमारा डिक्लेरेशन है।
Things are changing to the extent that 2 new all-weather Olympic-size hockey rinks are also in the pipeline in Leh and Kargil.
The ultimate aim and dream is getting a medal at the Winter Olympics, and the way ice hockey is growing and gaining momentum, the dream should soon turn into a reality. With cameraman Shubham Sharma, this is Abhishek Mahajan in Leh for DD India.
All right, on to tennis now. World number 1 Yannick Sinner will look to clinch his second straight Australian Open title as the Italian will take on second-seeded German Alexander Zverev in the men's singles final in Melbourne on Sunday. Composed world number 1 Sinner enters Sunday's final riding a 20-match winning streak, having conceded merely 2 sets throughout his 6 matches in the tournament. Sinner stands as a favourite to claim his 3rd Grand Slam title and 2nd Australian Open following his victory against Daniil Medvedev last year. Meanwhile, Zverev's recent physical conditioning has yielded results with an impressive record of 16 victories in 17 matches since his triumph at the Paris Masters in November. In women's singles, Madison Keys upset Aryna Sabalenka 6-3, 2-6, 7-5 in the Australian Open final on Saturday to win her first Grand Slam crown at the age of 29. Keys ended world number 1 Sabalenka's dream of becoming the first woman in 26 years to win a 3rd successive singles crown at the Australian Open. Keys withstood a fierce fight back from the 2-time defending champion. Keys becomes the 4th oldest first-time winner of a major tournament since 1968. In football, Kylian Mbappe scored his first hat-trick as a Real Madrid player to guide the side to a 3-0 win at bottom club Real Valladolid and extend their lead on top of the La Liga standings on Saturday. Real opened the scoring in the 30th minute when Mbappe played a neat 1-2 with Jude Bellingham. He extended their lead in a quick counter in the 56th minute and sealed the win from the penalty spot. Real are now at the top of La Liga standings with 49 points, 4 ahead of the second-placed Atletico Madrid. They are followed by Barcelona and Athletic Bilbao, level on 39 points, both with the game in hand. All right, that's it in this edition of DD India News Hour. But let us know your thoughts on the news of the day. For those of you on the go, you can get all the latest news and updates from India and across the world on the DD India mobile app. This app is available on both Android and iOS platforms, and you can download the respective QR codes. The entire network of Doordarshan wishes you all a happy 76th Republic Day, and we will be getting you exclusive coverage of the Republic Day celebrations. With that, we end this bulletin here. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.